Welcome back to Cooking with Tris, real food for real people. Today, in the last of our videos on soup, we are making an absolute classic, lentil and bacon. Now this soup is brilliant because it kind of wants to be more than a soup. It wants to be a stew as well. And why is that? I think because it's so big and bold. And what makes it that way are its ingredients. It's packed full of chunky vegetables. It's got smoked lardons of bacon, and then it's got lentils. Now lentils are the thing that makes this dish really substantive. They're the thing that really fill you up, really thicken the whole thing up and just make it so satisfying to eat. Now this is not a light soup. This is certainly a main course. You can just serve this by itself. You eat a bowl of this and you're going to be full and you're going to be ready to go. The other thing that makes this so big and bold are its flavours. The smoked lardons of bacon really add almost like a base layer to start off with, and from there, adding the different vegetables, the flavours just grow and grow. Including in it is cabbage. Much maligned vegetable, I know, but here it adds just this amazing added dimension of flavour. It's absolutely fantastic. The lentils, again, they're brilliant in this. Once they start to soften up, they just start absorbing the flavour and then they really magnify it. I love to eat this soup straight off the hob once it's been cooked. But there is an argument to say that it's really good once you've let it go cold and you heat it up again, whether that's a few hours later or a couple of days later. By then, all the flavours will have had the chance to sort of really merge together, become bolder, become stronger, and you're really going to notice that. It's, yeah, really, really good. I love this soup on Sunday winter's afternoon. You've been out for a big old walk, you come home, you're freezing cold, you're knackered, someone's got this soup on the hob, you come in, you get served a bowl of this, you eat it, it's going to warm you up, it's going to fill you up, and it's going to make you feel so satisfied. There's nothing better, believe me, I love it. Okay, let's have a quick look at these ingredients. I've got 200 grams of smoked lardons. They need to be smoked because the smokiness just adds that kind of extra flavour which you're really going to notice. So the unsmoked variety just won't do, unfortunately. Lentils. I've got a cupful of green lentils. Any lentils will do, but I kind of quite like these green lentils because they're a bit bigger and yeah, they're just good. I like them. Then we've got a cabbage here. Depends on how big your cabbage is, but I'd say with this, I'm probably going to use half of it. I'm going to finely shred it, but if you want to chop it fairly roughly, that's fine. We've got one onion and we've got a leek. I'm just going to roughly chop those. And that is kind of it for the main ingredients. To go along with that, we've just got some butter, we've got some garlic, and then we've got stock cube. And then just for seasoning, we've got some salt and pepper. That's it. Right, I'm going to get chopping. I'll see you shortly. Done. This amount of ingredients should serve about 4 people, but there's going to be plenty of leftovers. It's a big soup, so you're going to need to dig out the biggest pot that you got available in your kitchen. Okay. Let's start cooking. We are ready to go. Right, to start off with, I've got biggest pot available over a high heat. And what I'm going to do to start off with, I'm just going to put the lardons straight in. No need for oil here because the lardons are quite fatty, so they're going to provide a lot of their own oil when they cook down. Just going to stir these around a bit and brown them off. Should take a couple of minutes. Okay, so there you go. Nice and brown off. For that, onion. Again, a bit of stir around. And then we're just going to add, I'd say, the equivalent of 1 clove of finely chopped garlic. Just drop that in. It's some that I prepared earlier. Give that a stir around. Like so, I'm just going to coat up those onions. Get them covered in all that oil created by the bacon. Next, we add in our leeks. And then to that, I'm just going to add a good knob of butter, like so. Stir that round, coat it up, and then lastly, a big load of cabbage. I'll go straight in. Now it looks like there's loads there, but with luck, this will start to sweat down. So just try and cover this up as much as I can with the oil, butter and garlic, like so. And then really do it well. It's smelling delicious, by the way. I'm just going to turn down the heat quite low, grab our lid, and just let that sweat down for a couple of minutes. Okay, let's take a quick look. So yeah, it's doing its thing. This is great. All that steam's coming out. The cabbage is really starting to wilt down there. So this is looking perfect. So now we add our lentils, straight like that. And again, just give them a good stir around, trying to coat them as much as you can with all the juices that are in here. Like so, God, they're going everywhere. And that's great. And that's it. All you need to do now is add some water, then a stock cube, and then we're going to cook it down for about 40 minutes. And here we go. I've got about a litre of water here. So pour that in. Kind of want it covering, everything covering up. Looking at this, I'm going to need just a little bit more. Yeah, got another half litre here. So just like that. So all in all, we've got about 1.5 litres of water in there. Not forgetting our stock cube. Just drop that in. Give it a stir around. Just going to turn the temperature up to maximum, and I just want to bring this up to a bit of a boil, and then we're going to start it. Then we're going to simmer it and then allow it to cook away. Just stir it around. Make sure that there's nothing stuck on the bottom there, and bring everything out. Okay, so this is nicely up to a boil now. I'm just going to reduce the temperature down to about 5, whatever 5 is on this. Add the lid back on, like so, and this is going to simmer away for about 40 minutes. We'll come back to it then. Okay then, so this has been simmering away for about 40 minutes now. So let's take a look. Wow, that's looking fantastic. As you can see here, the cabbage has really wilted down. It looked like it was taking over everything, but now it's really, gone into the soup, as it were. And the lentils have started to expand started to soften up and they're really looking good. So what I want to do here is just check the lentils, see if they're cooked through and soft, and they are. If you find that they're not, just put it back on the hob, keep on cooking for another 5-10 minutes, and then just check. So no, those are done. I'm really happy with those. And now it's just a quick check for seasoning. Wow, incredible flavour at the moment. But I think it just needs a little bit of picking up. So I'm just going to add a load of pepper, a few twists of that, and then salt. Classic. With cooking, always season at the end, especially with salt. If you put it in at the beginning, cook something away, and it becomes too salty, there's no way that you can take it out. But if you do it at the end, you can add a little bit, taste it. If it needs more, great. If it doesn't need any more, you just leave it. So there's my top tip there. Okay, so let's just taste that now. Yeah, that's pretty much spot on. Wow, I'm really happy with that. And that's it. It's ready to go. Let's serve it. And here we have it. Amazing homemade bacon and lentil soup. Wow. Perfect. I'm really excited about this. It smells absolutely amazing. You can smell everything there. The bacon, the cabbage, the onions, the leeks. I don't know if you can smell the lentils, but whatever it is in there, it smells really good. Now, you can serve this with a load of crusty bread, but as I said before, this is so hearty, it's pretty much good to go on its own. So let's taste it. Absolutely wonderful. Just so much flavour there. The kind of liquor that goes with it is as well. The cabbage is really nice and soft. The bacon sort of chewy. The lentils, yeah, just really succulent, soft, delicious. Oh wow, I'm absolutely loving this. Bit of a hint of garlic there. This is perfect. Cook this on a winter's day and be more than happy. Please do give it a go. See how you get on. Let me know, and I'll be back soon for more Cooking with Tris. Real food for real people. Take care. Wow.